Yo, yo, yo. Sunderland just conceded a 96th minute goal to lose against Leeds. So, after being 1-0 up, 2 second half goals on 2 very, very stoppable plays. Oh, it is what it is. What's up, dudes? How we doing today? I have a fight tomorrow. You have a fight? Good luck, man. Yo, you guys, thoughts on the 78 pluses? I knew they were going to do something stupid with them. Studuk played well. I mean, you can blame it on Sunderland's defending. You can say it was coming. I mean, Sunderland was in the back half, the second half of the game, for sure. It just sucks because those wouldn't have been the subs I would have made. I think I would have took off Chris Rigg for my Enda. Or I would have taken off Chris Rigg for Mundell and then moved Lefay to the middle. At least then you could have had Isidore on for at least another 10 minutes. But he waited. Is what it is, though. I don't think the subs did too bad. GG. Ultimately, I don't think it changes anything. I don't think Sunderland's strong enough to get automatic promotion. I think Leeds is too good of a team. They're going to be one of them. At this point, it's just going to be too hard to catch. Basically, this guy was pressuring me and my cousin. I didn't want to fight for no reason, but then I found out my cousin got jumped, so now tomorrow I'm going to kick the living out of him in Muay Thai. Patterson? Yeah, Patterson should have stopped that, but ultimately, I just ranted. There's a million points of blame there. Ultimately, it comes down to Sunderland can't close out games, and it shows why Leeds is getting automatic promotion. Fail to command the area. Hope the skipper coach is good. Yeah, hopefully, man. But yeah, ultimately, I think we were lucky to attempt to get a point out of the game. Isidore making something out of nothing. The turnover they had within the first minute and a half was like our only chances. Realistically, we could have given up a pen. Roberts' poor decision to give up a free kick that led to the goal. I mean, you can point to a million things. Ultimately, it just comes down to Sunderland's not in a position where they're strong enough for automatic promotion, which... if people come to terms with that, which I've come to terms with that, I think it changes the picture a little bit more. And treat it just like League One. You want to build momentum going into playoffs. I think there's a lot of positives from that game, but still, again, I think substitutions were done wrong. Yep, needless foul leads to a goal. Yep. Tough, man. It's tough. It'd be one thing if we lost like 2-0, but having the lead and playing well for that full first half, and then just... you could tell once it got to the 55th, the 60th minute, I was calling out, take Chris Rigg off, get on someone like Mundell, so that Isidore can be in for a little bit longer, even though he's on a yellow. And we can play Lefay centrally until my Enda comes on. Again, to be fair, the subs didn't do bad. They just couldn't do much. But I think keeping Isidore on with a Mundell sub for at least 10 to 15 minutes would have done something. Don't you think the grind gets boring after a while? Because after a bit I get bored because it's so repetitive. It's almost as if you do dailies for a few hours and then you call it a day until the next day, buddy. Isn't that crazy? Whoa. Doing pretty alright? That's good, man. Yeah, if you guys are needing gold rares and trying to find a place to put your commons because EA kind of shafted us with the repeatable today, do gold upgrades. Gold upgrades into the 78 plus PP. But no, to answer your question, it takes me a minimum of like 8 hours until I get bored of menu grinding, usually. Why was there no live yesterday? Discord. Hopefully Mundell's fit for the weekend. Was never going to play with no... Yeah. That's what I was thinking too, was most likely the decision to not bring him on was probably because he's not fully fit, which... That's a smart decision. But still. Ultimately. Having him on the bench, promoting him. Don't give us false hope, man. Alright, so we're going to have 100 Grassroot packs open today, boys. Hopefully we can get something out of them, man. I mean, if he's fit for the weekend, he's fit for the weekend. I honestly wouldn't push it at this point. I think now is where you start looking at the amount of games left. You start looking at the position in the table. And you start realistically coming to terms that automatic promotion is now out of question. And how can you build the most momentum leading into playoffs? That's, I think, what the ultimate goal needs to be. Alright, we'll start spamming the packs in a second, boys. By doing League SB season BPM combined, I went from 80k to 150k after I used my libs and suds that I bought. Yes, sir. It is that easy. That's why we preach it, man. It is that good. It is that overpowered. Hey, man, I recently found your videos, and they have been very helpful. Hey, thank you. No problem, man. Glad they're helping. All right, we have one more set, boys. Then we are ready to go. First half game plan was great. Second half then was us sitting back again and not looking to create, which we need to get out of. Yep. And I thought when he brought on Solis, or when he started warming up, I knew that was going to happen too. You could see the goals being conceded before they got conceded. All the corner kicks, all the free kicks, the trying to counter, having no one to counter to, playing it to no one, turning it over. I think he got it wrong, personally. But even if he got it right, I do not think it would have been enough. I think Leeds built enough momentum where they were at least going to get a point out of the game, which they did. And they ended up coming away with all three. Someone had to mark 3 players for some reason for the first. I could be wrong. I'd have to look back. Obviously, it's probably not going to get called. Samed got pushed over right before the header. By Struk, who scored the header, or however you say his name. Like, went straight through his back, pushed him over. Don't know why we're stopping the Isidore Miranda link up. Yeah. Who knows? Realistically, though, let's start thinking. Let's say Leeds get first. I hope Burnley gets second and Sheffield is a third place. Because if playoffs is us, Sheffield, Blackburn, West Brom, I think that's the best outcome. If Sheffield gets in and it's Burnley, us, Blackburn, West Brom, or even a Coventry. Oh. It's going to be hard regardless, man. Do you not give us Borough in the playoff semis? Very random, but as someone who lives in the UK, the USA is a good country, but I wouldn't move there because of expensive cost of living. I mean, I guess it depends on where you live. I don't know how bad the cost of living would be compared to the UK. UK has bad inflation too. The only difference is your guys' economy and wages are horrific compared to the US. So I would say it evens out for the most part. Wish we could get Burnley in the semis. Give us a good chance at home with their play set, their style of play. Whatever happens, happens. Also because of terrorist attack, but there's nothing the U.S. can do about that, apart from ban guns. Brother, what are you waffling about? Debating if I should focus on League SBCs instead of the PPs because of the access commons, but make decent coins with BPM. Josh, as much as you might be tempted to do that, by all means, feel free to do so. But I think, just as a way to turn your brain off, I highly recommend you just don't do League SBCs this week. Take your commons, throw them into gold upgrades, spam your BPM, do what you got to do, make your coins through BPM, do your mixed hero PP for coins too. If you want to do a few League SBC runs a day, by all means go for it. No one's going to stop you, but they're going to be here next week when we get shite menu grind again. I would personally just maybe not worry about them right now. Unless you really want the coins, it's easy. It's just... As someone who grinds a lot of League SBCs, it's nice to have a mix-up. How can I make coins? I have around 700k. I haven't ever traded League SBCs, buddy. Take a look at our video in the description if you don't know how to make coins on the Premium Mixed League upgrades. Yeah, Ballard's been great. People are saying... What's the reason for Anthem getting dropped, Ballard coming in? I think he suited the style better that game. A little bit more pace. Gets a little bit more forward. I think Memphis, if we would have sat back the way we did in the second half, would have just got obliterated. Would have been nice to probably win a header or two, but it's a trade-off. Hey, Rodri, let's go. You mean like ski shootings because they're way too common, but banning guns won't really help because people have them. You mean school? I'm assuming you mean school. Ballard could play out the back like 09. Him and Memphis would be elite pairing. I mean, he can. Ballard can play out the back. He did quite a bit that game, too. You just need a balance with it. I feel like it has to be one or the other. if you have both Ballard and 09, it ruins that back line a little bit when you try to build from the back, and it can really bite you. Like, you'll see 09 and him set it up where you'll have... Usually it's Job or Daniel telling him to hold. They'll hold the back line. Hume will tuck back in. Serkin will tuck back in. Lefay will hug that left side. Wait for a person to drop in. Plays out wide to Hume. Person steps. Resets. Lead steps up. Goes back to Ballard. Goes back to 09. You'll look for the diagonal then. See if you can play Lefay backside. If it's to 09. If it's Ballard, he'll try to dribble that first line. Find someone in the middle. That can possibly turn in that pivot. Otherwise, he has to play it wide to a winger. If not, you just reset again. But Leeds is too defensively solid to really do too much to that anyways. In my opinion. Any good SBC I can put a big amount of 83 times 4s into? Your 84 times 5s daily. Next best place would be the Team of the Week player pick. And then outside of that, Mix Hero. Even though they... Oh, wait, hold on. No, they screwed us. I thought that was the Mix campaign. Yeah, this used to be an 84 team and an 85 team. Now they moved it up, so it's an 86 and an 85. So if you have a high-end duplicate and a bunch of 83s, you can still get that to work, but... That's a little frustrating that they did that, man. But you need 4 84s, though. And? Your point? Do a player SBC. Find, like, a player of the month. That's like an 82 raid squad and chuck a bunch of 83s in then. Or put them into a Team of the Week player pick. Yeah, 09 definitely does it better. Plus 09 has experience in the midfield, so he knows what to look for, too. Alright, we need to put these into gold upgrades before we start doing the next Grassroots. We got too many gold commons. Alright, let's see. Gold common. Oh. All. Low to high. Ignore, yes. Did not thought of the Mix Hero PP for coins. Came back to the game this week. So focusing on players, but we'll do that later. Did not thought of the Mix Hero PP for coins. You're going to have to rephrase that. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, consistently, if you have a bunch of 83s and nowhere to put them besides the dailies... For this week, if it's too high for you to start doing hero PPs, or you don't have 84s to do the Team of the Week player pick to put them in something, treat the 83s just like a gold rare and put them into player picks until you work out higher end fodder. Especially if it's duplicate storage. If you have a crap ton of 83s in your duplicate storage and you already did your 3 daily 84 times 5s, at that point, just put them into PPs. Keep the ones in your club, but just clear your storage. Would you say focus on coins or club value? I have 150k. I'm currently spamming League SBCs in BPM for Grassroots grind. What do you mean by club value? Do you mean on the leaderboards club value? Or do you mean like club stocking? Because those are two completely different things. It's useless at this point to care about club value. 99% of the year it's useless. If you're talking about just club stocking in general, my question would be, what are you club stocking for? And what's most important for you right now? So if you're saying club stock with BPM, my question would be, are you club stocking because you're trying to make sure you have enough bronzes for the rest of the week? That way you don't have to do BPM later on. If so, good. Just make sure you use them all or get rid of them before they go away and before their value goes back to nothing. What do you do with managers now from BPM? If it has value, sell it. If it's a duplicate one, have one of each in your club. Besides that, quick sell it. Only use for gold commons is gold upgrade at the moment, or you can print coins with league SBCs. I just don't care about league SBCs right now. I'll care about league SBCs once this goes away. But until it goes away, gold upgrades is my way to go. Nothing has value at the moment. United States does. Brazil does. France was 200. It's no longer 200. Like I said, have one of each in your club. If it's not selling, like we said the other day, we went into a whole spiel about how even if you feel like quick selling it is wasting coins because you could eventually get to sell for 200, if you're consistently getting 100 on your transfer list and they're mainly players, those players are going to sell. But the more managers you fill up, more and more of a percentage you're not going to have to put players on. If you get to a point where you have like 10 plus managers constantly on your transfer list trying to get them to sell, you're going to be operating at under 10% efficiency. Under 90% efficiency, I mean. 10% of that's going to be a waste. Last year, France managers were extinct. Yep. It's because there's a lot of different French bronzes. They're a lot more common. Huge drop-off because Mbappe moved to Madrid. Because Mbappe moved to Madrid, you think that's why French managers are not expensive? How do you come to that conclusion? Unless I missed a comment. What I mean is, should I try to get more players or more coins? Yes. Yes to that. If you want more coins, go for it. If you want more players, go for it. It's whatever you think is best. He was hard to link before with good players? Really? With the amount of heroes, icons, and good French players in the game, it was hard to link Mbappe last year? I completely disagree. When you talk about grind, you mentioned the mixed hero for coins, but was before you noticed they changed the requirements. Yes, so I will say again, for the 5th time this stream, they changed the requirements. It is now an 85 and 86 rated squad rather than an 84 rated squad and an 85 rated squad. But if you're looking for a place to put fodder, that's not the icon PP where you need an 89 rated squad, and you have a bunch of high-end dupes and a bunch of 83s and 84s, that is still a good place to put it. Does not change that in the slightest. Unless you find somewhere else you want to put that fodder where you can get liquid coins. You could put some 84s into League SBCs and then get away with lower rating. That could work. But I would personally stay away from League SBCs if you want to not rot your brain this week and just enjoy a nice chill grind and then go back to them on Friday. Please tell me we weren't SBC banned already. Please, please, please tell me we weren't SBC banned already. It's going to be a long stream if we are. Do you want to share play? I have about 10 packs from League SBCs, all untradeable. No, thank you. I don't think we need to really share play that. Wait. Did I just... What did I just put in? Oh, thank goodness. We didn't send anything. Oh my goodness. Did we already have a squad in there? Okay, it was just gold commons in there already. Whew. My game is glitched and I can't play. What do I do? Define what you mean that you can't play. You can't get on an online game? You can't move on the menus? What are you trying to say? I can't start it up. Try resetting it. Oh no. Alright, let's see how much space that opened up. Hopefully a bit. Hold that struck, Mumbo. He had a good game, man. He's a good sub. Alright, we still have 85 there, so we're going to have to do something with that. Leeds is coming back to the Prem and then getting relegated once again. So congratulations. You spend a lot of money. You play subpar in the Prem and you come back down. And you're not outright dominant enough to be one of the best teams ever in the championship. Even though you guys talk about it that way. And then the cycle repeats. We won't get relegated this time. We'll buy good transfers. Gotcha, bud. Let me screenshot that and we'll have this conversation then. Next year around this time. Alright. We want to do the Grassroots. Let me go to Pale Tools and do it. Because we want to open these real quick. Or we want to make these real quick. But yeah, no, you guys will get promoted. You'll get first. You'll win the championship this year for sure. I think you guys are the best team in the league. By far. You're jealous because Sunderland didn't make it again and bottled it? By what I just said, what makes you believe that's my thought process is jealousy? Did I not just articulate that I think you guys are by far the best team in the Prem? With your money, with your resources, with the quality of your bench, everything. There's zero reason why you guys shouldn't be getting first place. Congrats. All right, let's do 11. Do non-important leagues only. Bronze. There we go. Oh. Ignore player positions. Wait, what? There we go. Are we SBC banned? Yeah, we're SBC banned. That went well. All right, back there. All right. Let's try this again. All, low to high. I guess we don't need a rating if we have bronze on there. Our position. I should not be putting League SBC cards on. I should be holding them in our club. Oh well. We'll get more later. Why is it still a thing? SBC banned by playing the game? It's ridiculous. Yeah, is what it is, I guess. Hello? All right. Got 26 more to make. How are you doing these SBCs without running out? Running out of what? Bronzes or golds? Bronze players. Because we put more in our club than we use. Through the dailies, we get essentially 10 free squads done a day with untradables. And then for the other 40, we make sure we're putting more bronze players in our club than we're using through BPM. And every bronze pack we open, we're making profit on. That expanded throughout the week. Makes us not only a lot of coins, it pays for essentially every single one we want to do with tradable players. Alright, once we're done with these, we got to clear our SBC storage, so I think it's time for some player picks. Do you have a vid on BPM? Nope. Just open a bronze pack. If you sell the players, quick sell everything else, you're guaranteed profit on the pack. And we do back end BPM, which means we store all the players. We usually quick sell the rest of the other stuff. That way we build up a base of things in our club, and then we sell duplicates. Usually if you have at least 100K, I recommend that. Yeah, that's all it takes. It's just simple math. You open a bronze pack, you get at least 3 players in there. That's at least 600 coins there. And usually you have at least 200 coins of quick sell value. I go do an SBC, soft ban on that. I go to list more bronzes, another soft ban on that. Fun. Yep. The game wants you to grind the menus, but they don't want you to grind the menus efficiently enough. It's hilarious. They want you to grind. They want you to do 50 a day, but they're going to punish you for trying to do 50 a day fast. Make it make sense, yeah. Alright, 10 more. But Yuki, if you go to our last stream we did, which was on Saturday, we did like 5 or 6 hours of it. So if you go back to that stream, you can see kind of how we do it in bulk, if you're wanting to get an idea of how it works in our club at least. But it's not too difficult. Boom, boom. Are you keeping any bronzes for the mix or premium mix SBC? In theory, you should, because it's extremely cheap and it prints you the easiest coins in the world. I am, as someone who does League SBCs 20 plus times a day, I am taking the week off for League SBCs, so I am doing none of that. I will club stock my bronzes from those leagues, not right now, but as we go throughout the week of the rest of BPM. And we'll get to a point where we're in a good spot there and we get rid of the other bronzes. At least for the next week or until Friday, I will not be partaking, but you guys should. It's the easiest fodder in the world. It's the easiest coins, and especially with all the golds you'll have from these packs. Perfect sense to turn that into tradable packs and untradable packs of better value. All right, we have 100 of these open, boys. We're still working through the 50 from yesterday, and then we have a brand new 50 for today. Let's start with SBC storage. Hit 118 as well. But I would wait for a better PP. I mean, if you're going to wait for a better PP, you're going to be waiting a long time. There's nothing else to probably grind the menus when that better one comes out. Doesn't it reset every Monday? Yep, but it's no guarantee that we're going to get another player pick on Monday. And even if we do get one at that point, we're done with the promo and we're done to the grassroots. So unless you're purposely going to not open anything and save it all for Monday, I don't know why you do that when these are just perfect enough to grind. It's not ideal. Both the amount of gold upgrades you can do with the commons and then all the gold rares you get. You'll be able to make hundreds. I'll probably make 1,000 plus of these player picks this week. Personally. Daily gold upgrades as well. Daily bronze, daily silver. They're not the worst thing in the world. And since you get to pick 2 cards instead of 1, realistically, you're already a fraction to making your next player pick, or you're getting fodder to build something else. Like the daily 84 times 5, or like a hero PP. Pretty new to all these methods, so yeah. Yeah, usually Mondays is the repeatable SBC day, which sucks, because realistically, I wish we had something 24/7. Whether it's like only here for a week and it resets to something else. I wish we had it 24/7, because I think the problem is, this grind shows us if we have something on the menus for the weekend, people are willing to grind on the weekend. But when you have to wait for a Monday, then like a lot of people have been saving their upgrade packs, hoping that today would have been the day we got a better player pick. They get disappointed because it's not what they thought. I wish exchanges were still here. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're necessarily needed, but I think the biggest complaint with exchanges were a lot of people got into menu grinding for the first time through exchanges. So I think there's a ton of people, not saying you, but just like a mass majority of the people who are newer to menu grind feel completely lost without exchanges and don't feel like anything's worth it. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to get plenty of fodder this week through these player picks. Like I said, it's not ideal because you can't put gold commons really into them. You can only get 1. If I'm spamming gold upgrades, I don't think it's going to be a problem whatsoever. If anything, it diversifies what we're doing a little bit more too. It's definitely a lot harder, of course. Yeah, you say of course, but I think that's the main reason why people are so desperate for exchanges, is people don't realize there's a lot of good things on the menus that are either really easy to print coins or really easy to print fodder. They just don't want to do it, or they just don't know how to do it. That's the disconnect. Like, we've been doing 10 plus League SBC runs almost every single day since these originally came out. We've built endless fodder, which you guys saw me craft essentially anything we've wanted to. We've made infinite coins. That was a huge reason how we got to 10 million coins so quickly. But yeah, would I rather spam exchanges endlessly without the mind numbing of picking teams where I can just hit a few buttons on Pale Tools, or would I rather have to buy Acuna Ledesma and Moreno 15 times, make sure I'm club stocked on silvers, make sure I have 15 different Eredivisie teams, and then go to Pale Tools and do it? It's not as fun to do it that way. Exchanges are more fun, but the stuff's here. Just a majority of people don't want to do it. And two, we're going to have all these 82s. I should probably put my thing as use up to 82s. Or up to maybe 83s. Otherwise, our duplicate storage is going to be all 82s. Used to have 100 of the 89 exchange packs is spare because I kept getting higher in fodder dupes. Yep. That was a grind for sure. More 83s, we'll take those. Let's say I'm not tired of League SBCs and want to farm fodder. What would be more efficient than PPs plus gold upgrade or not? Yes. If you're doing the daily bronze, the grassroots stuff into League SBCs, not only are bronzes super cheap, which means you can do the League 1 Era Vs for infinitely less than you're usually doing, which means you're making infinitely more than you already are, which is usually 5k plus per that pack anyways from the Jumbo Gold. You then bring down the cost of Lib Sud section because you can put bronzes in with the golds and skip a lot of silvers altogether. So that price is down. But even if you don't want the price down, or you have a lot of the golds untradeable for Prem La Liga, Serie A, and Bundesliga, and maybe some of the golds from Lib Sud too, you can just buy whatever silvers and you're already going to be guaranteed profit because you're not spending anywhere near to what you're making. So it's literally just printing as many coins as you want from that, however many times you want to run it through until you're completely out of the golds for the day. And unless you're using Pale Tools and you're extremely efficient to the point where like you have every button set, you can get everything done within like a half an hour, most people will be on the menu to do your daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold, daily super bronzes times 2, the 50 grassroots into like 15 to 20 league SBC runs. You'd be on for like 10 plus hours before you completely ran out. Picks are very bad. Depends on what you're doing the picks for. If picks are bad because you're not packing promo cards, probably. If picks are bad because you're not getting walkouts each time, probably. But if you're using picks as a way to turn your gold commons and gold rares low end into 83s to 85s to then do team of the week player picks or hero player picks, I think they're completely worth it. They're good for me. Don't know what you're saying. 86, 87, 88. And also, too, like, I don't know your personal situation, so I'm not going to, like, make a assessment off of that. But I would say, in general, most people, when they complain about pack weight, they've done, like, 10, and they're complaining. I feel like you really got to spam, like, 50 to 100 to get an idea of how good they can be. You're always the voice of reason here on YouTube, Mumbo. Thanks for that. I mean, I don't think I'm always the voice of reason. I feel like I try to be as common sense as possible, but like also, like, here's the cycle I feel like we all fall into. And it's not a blame on you guys if you feel like we're ever in a disagreement on if something's good or what you should do. My general rule of thumb is this game is to a point where it barely keeps you wanting to play. The question is, are you going to play it or not? If you're complaining about something being bad and it's not worth it, it's not that, relax, get off the game, and check back in a week. It's not that deep. But if you're going to be on the game, if you want to grind, and you're complaining about the grind not being as good as it could be, okay, you can sit there and complain, or you can just do it. It's really what it comes down to. I feel like I do both. I feel like I complain, but we're also grinding it. Like I said, I'll make really good use of these 78 plus player picks times 2. It's not what I personally would have wanted, but I think it's going to be really nice for building up fodder. People may disagree, but hey, to each their own. And now we are SBC banned on Pale Tools, and we are SBC banned on PS5. Let's go, baby. We're down to PS4. So whether this stream is an hour long or whether this stream is 3-4 hours long is up to EA. EA Sports, the ball is in your court. Literally. You are upset with us at being efficient at doing menus. What's the point? It's my favorite streamer that doesn't stream on New Promo Fridays. What's up, Carlos? Thanks for the info and patience, bro. No problem, bud. But, like, here's the thing. Because, like, this is the camp I find myself in personally. I, as someone who creates content on this game, loves when EA gives us content. So, even if the content's not the most ideal, it's better than nothing. Us getting a weekend grind, unlimited for most people, not technically unlimited because you do 50 a day, is more than most people can do. Was perfect, right? Because it gives us something to do that we didn't have to necessarily wait for Friday. I saw a bunch of people saving all their packs, waiting for today, saying, we're going to get a really good player pick on Monday. It's going to be worth it. And a lot of those same people are now not wanting to open anything else for the rest of the week. So, that's fine. We're just going to grind regardless. So these 78 upgrades were pretty bad for me. How are they working out for you? Haven't really done enough to get anything crazy from them, but I'm using them as a fodder machine. I don't really care if I get a promo card out of them. They're a cog in our menu grind. Bum, 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 bum. Do we know when Team of Season is going to be? Is it end of March or is it beginning of April? I can't remember when it was last year. Just happy I get 84s of an upgrade. Not expecting walkouts or promos, to be honest. I feel like I could be wrong. I feel like I've been getting a lot of 83s to 85s so far in the ones I've done. Double boards in some. And like the best thing is, even if you don't get anything in them, let's say it's all 82s and under, you just got 2 more gold rares to put right back in the next one. That times like 1,000. Think about how many more you can make in scale. And then you have your gold commons just getting spammed on gold upgrades for another 2 rares. Which either get you fodder to put towards something, or a good promo card, or you put it right back in the cog in the machine of the player picks. Or you just go the liquid coin route in League SBCs. It was end of April? Okay. So what promos should we expect then in the next few weeks? A road to the final-esque thing? I'm assuming. Foot Fantasy and Road to the Final. Gotcha. Foot birthday? Ooh, yeah, Foot birthday. Forgot about that promo. That one's always fun. Is Foot birthday still a thing? Did they stop it? Dude, my memory is so bad. I honestly have a bad memory when it comes to promos. I have a bad memory when it comes to a lot of things, but EA finding a way to celebrate themselves, I feel like they'd want to keep going. Don't know, haven't played in 2 years. Another walkout. Benzema. Let's go. Another walkout. Anybody heard anything about League MX returning? Not that I'm aware of. I don't know what rights he is going for. Is there a short clip for sending players to the club and Pale Tools? The default should be S. If you haven't touched anything and you're on the newer versions of Pale Tools, the default should be S. And specifically if you're doing it for, let's say, bronze packs, quick sell default, quick sell all is A. So you can just S and then A very quickly. And if you already have the pack animation cut in the settings, you're spamming packs at a ridiculous rate. And then R should be the default. Put something on your transfer list. So if you have like dupe players, you can very quickly open a pack, S to store, R to your dupe players, and then quick sell everything. Boom, boom, boom. I see you store all even Tufus. Yeah, so here's just a pro tip for bronze pack method. As someone who used to spam bronze pack method all the time back in the day, versus now this week I'm getting back into it, but then once they go back to nothing, I'll not do it. If you're spamming in bulk, it is going to save you infinite amount of time. If you already plan on opening like hundreds upon hundreds throughout the week of bronze packs, store all the kits, store all the badges. You'll eventually get to a point where you have almost every single one, and every single one's going to be a dupe, which makes it a million times easier to quick sell and speeds up the whole process. So, in theory, right away, you're missing out on maybe like another 70 to 90 coins per bronze pack. But I'm telling you, in terms of time and in the back end, saves you so much. Tell people like this stream. Forgot to do it. If you guys are enjoying the stream, smack that like button, dudes. Subscribe if you're new. Out here grinding. Selling BPM method. We should also do it for Grassroots grind ourselves, right? If we run out of bronzes. So if you're doing the daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold upgrade a day to get your daily bronzes, and then to get your daily bronzes in the daily gold section, and you're doing your 2 supers, in theory, you should get around 10 grassroots done a day. You would need to fund the rest. But the way we do BPM, every pack we open is guaranteeing us profit. We know the more we open, the more profit we get. The faster we open packs, the more we get to open, the more players we get, the more profit we make. We inevitably end up not only being able to pay for the ones that we're putting in the SBC, we end up in an excess over the amount of players we need for not only the day, not only for the next 2 days, for the rest of the week. And then everything from that point on is just pure profit. So, yes. And it doesn't take super long. We can get 5+ packs open in a minute on Pale Tools. Alright, EA. This is the speed I'm going. I'm purposely not going infinitely fast, and I'm purposely not going infinitely slow. If you choose to ban my PS4 for making SBCs, I'm just ending the stream. So it's your call. If you want me to stop playing your game, I will gladly stop playing. But if you want me to play for the next few hours, I will gladly do it too. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so then what we're going to do, since we have essentially most of the grassroots packs open now, we have all the gold upgrades on the back end that we haven't gotten to yet. We have those to do. We'll have more untradeable bronzes that we didn't get to that we'll use for tomorrow's. Whether we want to open those now before we spam some BPM or not, we can figure that out. But we have a ton of player picks we can make is the big thing. Like a crap ton. Unless we use Pale Tools, it's going to be a relatively slow process to get through them. So I'm hoping we're unbanned on Pale Tools within the next like 10-15 minutes. I say we do the daily 84x5s. What do you think I should do with 84s? Whatever you want. I'm going to be doing the Hero PP after the dailies. First one. I don't know if we've even opened the ones from yesterday. We got them done, but I don't think I opened them yet. We might have another 3 of these. Got a few at least. And our dupe storage is still almost full. That's wild, man. No walkout. Insane. Australia, mate. Oh, dupe! And we got Zach. And a Ruben. 3 walkouts. Cold, 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 cold. They're all worthless, though. Cold, 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 cold. But more fodder. Fodder strikes again. Just back to Team of the Week from BPM. Yes, sir. There is a 85 rated Spanish in bronze packs. We've packed 2 tradable so far and 1 untradeable. Forgot I had to eat with this grind. Dude, Team of the Year. Time didn't exist during Team of the Year when 82 times 20s were out. Alright, we're going to keep Cherokee for now. Forgot to sleep. There's just too much to do, man. Everything in my head was like, I can put off till later. I can put off till later. You did like 160. I can't remember. We did over 500, I think. The exact numbers eluding me. I feel like it was close to 1,000 though, but I can't remember. We did get Mbappe though, so it was quite a few. Yeah, when I say we menu grind, we menu grind, bud. What'd you pack? This is my team, if you're wondering. What did you pack? Yes, is the answer. Push submit? We almost did. We almost pushed submit on accident. We got to be careful. Oh, that's why the comment? Gotcha. Dream Squad? Yeah, beautiful, beautiful team to get me 8 to 9 wins in Weekend League when I choose to play. And fight to get out of Div 3. It's brilliant. Am I tripping? Where did it go? Still 9 more than I do. We should probably fill our transfer list with bronzes too. Watch us get Maradona. Just woke up, so we did get player picks then. Yes, but not the player picks people wanted. So they're upset. Decent team, but not full chem, so 6 out of 10. What a Sunderland team. Yeah, they all played for Sunderland. Dude, where did it go? Or did we open it already? Rimovich. Alright, once we've opened these, once we get through these, we'll do some gold upgrades. We'll open some of the gold upgrade packs, and then we'll see if we're unbanned on Pale Tools yet. Because ultimately, that would be the better place to make the player picks. Isn't the BPM limited by some time? I mean, you need a pace. I've had 0 problems selling bronzes. If we list 100, almost all 100 will sell by the end of the hour. And it's easier if you do it in bulk. So that's why we also store in club rather than list right away. We had a full transfer list before the stream. We have 0 currently selling because everything's sold. Yeah, in theory, you are limited by time. But we have plenty of time. Just make sure you sell all yours by the time the SBC expires. Or at least, make sure you sell the non-league SBC cards, I should say. Normally there isn't. That's why I normally never do BPM this year versus previous years. I used to, before I was League SBC grinder, like crazy for the premium mix. If you go back like 2-3 years ago, I used to spam bronze pack method. This year, very few cards have value. There's still value in bronze packs in general and the club stock and all that, but it's nowhere near what it used to be. I think the issue with our duplicate storage is we have essentially most of the gold rares and gold commons. Another left back, Evo Hernandez, is the most popular Evo of the year. Surely has been used in every left back Evo. There's been a release. He was even 670k when it came out. Yeah. Those are insane, man. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, De Gea. Gold. Alright, one more with the duplicate storage. And then, I think we do a hero player pick. Through Evo, though, you can make him a center mid, then CDM through Champs objective. So I'm about to see him and Mendy in the same team. Yep. It's crazy, isn't it? Insane, as the kids say. Bro, open dual icon pack? No. You want to open an icon pack, you can. Feel free to share play. RC! Alright, hero PP time. Let's see who it is. Come on, EA. Give us good fodder. Absolutely horrific fodder. But we'll take an 89. Check it in the 89 exchange. I sure spam BPM because I could lazy list contracts for like 4 to 6 times their price. Easiest coins. Dude, remember last year at the end of the game when you could sell bronze contracts for like 1,000+ coins? Consistently. The manager ones. My goodness. Like, it was a joke. We'd sit there and snipe him on stream. And people are like, Mumbo, why are you buying bronze manager contracts? I'm like, because no one's opening bronze packs and they're 1,000+ coins. 2.2k, some are going for. Yeah, the silvers were even crazier, too. The supply of the bronzes was nice. Because you'd have the occasional BPM person, but... yeah, man. Crazy time. Boom, 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 boom. Should we chuck Teo in? Make everyone mad? Is Josh Tash our famous Josh? No, our famous Josh is FPL Josh. Go. Checking a few walkouts now. Mumbo, why are you wasting your fodder on those combinations? Surely you could easily get it done with 84s and 85s. We do not care. Marquez will take him for Carlos. Besides that, it's an L. But we get more tradable packs, which means we get more coins. And we don't have to do League SBCs to get the coins right now. So it's a win. Alright, we have all the 2 rares to get through. Jeez. Alright. Let's see if we are unbanned on Pale Tools. If we are, we're going to cook. So many packs. Picks, I should say. So we've completed 15 already, which is nowhere near the amount we want. So let's go to 82s. As low as 75. We want gold rare. We want 1. Yo!
Marcy 07 funded 100 rupees. Open duo icon pack.
Open duo. How much is the duo icon pack? How much is 100 rupees? Surely that doesn't pay for the pack. Or does it? Because we just lost half of whatever that was to YouTube anyways. So even if it was the exact amount for the pack, it's now less than half of what you said. But thank you for the dono. It's $1.20. Yeah, I don't think $1.20 will be able to afford a promo pack, sadly. But thank you. Ignore player positions. Ignore player positions. We should be good there. ₹100 might get you the pack if you're in India. Take it. No, don't tell people to donate so that we open promo packs. That's not a correlation. We spent over $150 on promo packs for you guys during Team of the Year without a single one of you needing to donate for that. It's just, logically, there's zero reason for us to open that pack. Because, let's look at it. Let's look at it. We're here. Let's go to packs. Let's go to promo packs. Where is it? $450K. Or 3,000 FIFA points. To get 2 icons that get nowhere near our bench, essentially. That feels like the biggest waste of everything. We can do a icon player pick if you guys want. Want me to do an icon player pick with the fodder we have in our club? I'll do that. But I'll do just one because it's going to be horrific and we need an 89 rated squad. How about that? Next super chat, we'll do a icon. Deal? Alright, we still got... Those didn't even get open yet. So those 3 are hidden. So we have more fodder there. We still have 50 Grassroots to open? Really? Really? No shot. Alright. What do we have? 30 of these? 30 peepees, boys. Carlos! Play him as their center rock? Why? He's about to go into the player pick. He is fodder, bud. Absolute fodder. Honestly, might just take if it's a under 83. If it's a non-dupe. So this is what, like, when I talk about player pick spam during this grind, this is what it looks like. And this is how I talk about, like, getting fodder, essentially. Oh, I didn't see we already owned him. You see how very easily this grind can be insane? On a daily... EA. Listen, EA, we have to have a conversation. Your incessant need for every single year that he has a promo card, you give him to me. We can't be having this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, fodder-wise, these seem not bad. Like, I feel like the only complaint is really just the amount of rares needed for it. But like we talked about before, if you're spamming these, you're getting so many rares back anyways. If you're doing gold upgrades too, it'll be perfectly fine. Have Bellingham and Martinez and also 2 Team of the Weeks. Dude, I'm getting so low in Team of the Weeks. In one player pick, you had that. I've gotten so many walkouts so far. Yeah, we're putting the snake into... I'll take 1,000,000 Cahills. They're all going into the icon. I'll take every single one of them. Another walkout. Yeah, I feel like the people complaining about the pack weight on these have done like 5. Or I'm just the luckiest dude in the world. Could be that too. Oh, now we have this glitch again. Lovely. Did you ever put Rafa in the PP? I need an 89 rated squad though, and he works. Stop it, EA! Oh my goodness. Back to the menus we go. I promise you, Carlos, I will not. Oh, wrong one. I will not put Rafa Marquez into the hero PP. You have my word. I will delete my account if I put Rafa Marquez into the hero player pick. You have my word. I would never lie. Timbers in mine. Get Sanchez as your icon. Have to play them both. Alright, where is it? Has it always been an 87 plus? Or did they lower it from an 88 plus icon? And you need 2 Team of the Weeks. I don't have 2 Team of the Weeks, EA. What is wrong with this company? $90 is the hourly limit for payload tools and menu? No clue. Probably. Oh, they made it 1 of 4 instead of 1 of 3? That makes me feel so much better. That's probably overkill. What have you done with your informs? All the 84 plus times 5s. But I haven't been able to open them yet. Because they're hidden behind our gold upgrades. If only it didn't have base icons in February. I mean, I don't mind base icons being in there. It's not the worst thing in the world. Come on, EA. We're trying to open packs. I could have opened 15 packs on Pale Tools by now. Attacker's Instinct Bombito. He's a 90 rated center back who can play left back and left wing, 97 pace, 82 shooting, 82 passing, 91 dribbling, 84 defense, 88 physical. 4-star, 4-star. It's wild. Alright, you know what? Screw it. We're going back to Pale Tools. Spamming the ever-living crap out of those. I have a tradable 88. Should I put it in an SBC or sell them? I would sell any tradable walkout. I think it's pointless to put a tradable one in if you have other fodder. If you have no other fodder, you probably should just take the coins anyways. By the way, we'll give you guys a quick preview if you missed BPM the other day. How insane the spam is on here. So, if you're talking about bronze spec speed on the menus versus here, look at this. Ready? 1. 2. 3. 4. Or is that 5? I think I missed one. 6. Or we'll call it 5. Look at the speed we're working with. Look at that pace. Already 7 cards on there. Boom. All right. 84 times 2s. Dupe promo card. Nice. Another Inform. Nice. Another Herberger. Nice. Williams. Nice. Let's see. Do that. We'll store these and sell the players. Save the jumbo golds. We'll sell those. What's up, buddy? They're 5K there. Small gold players pack. All right, let's get through the gold upgrades. Before we go back to console, okay? And we can spam player picks too. Four. Look at that. Inform and a walkout. Double walkout technically from a gold upgrade. But you guys are sleeping on these. I know you discard the legendary bronze manager from France with glasses. What's the key button to send all the club and pill tools? S. Oh, I saw a tweet. It's low-key true. Sunderland have a huge fan base. Amazing season so far. Why can they never fill up the stadium? Genuine question. I feel like it's a mixed bag for a million different things. If you're talking about a, let's say, mid-week game in the middle of a season, that's not like a huge opponent. I think you could put that towards just that's the championship as a whole. Same with just like every championship game in general. It's not the same as the Prem, even though you have a huge fan base. It's still difficult to sell out. But when we say sell out, Sunderland's still getting 36,000 to 40,000 fans a game. So I don't really think that's an issue. But it's also a working class town. A lot of them are on fixed incomes, low income. Do you really expect them to be able to spend their money on football in such a horrific economy? I would probably say no. But for the amount they still sell out, that's part of it. But then you also have to deal with the season tickets starting to transfer to digital rather than the actual physical ones, which you have a lot of elderly which will struggle to be able to make that transition. And ticket prices too. Ticket prices, they try to do a job of keeping them somewhat sensible, especially in the championship, but that's always going to be a indicator. So I guess I would ask the question back to you. Is it a Sunderland thing or is it a footballing thing? Sunderland have amazing owners. Don't know what you're talking about. Noted, must be a footballing thing. I mean, I think Sunderland's doing better than most football clubs when it comes to it. All right, another 31. Let's actually keep making more. Let's take all our duplicate storage too. Are United that shite though? I mean, you guys are what, 14th? And Anthony's balling in La Liga? Everyone who leaves United seems to be doing really well. Makes it seem like maybe United was the problem all along. But Anthony turned into an absolute baller is hilarious, though. Like, quite literally, it's like he was released from his shackles. You guys, don't you dare, brother. Whoops. Did I just call a Liverpool supporter a United fan? Might be. Did I purposely spread misinformation? Possibly. All odds on for the season, yeah. That's wild. The one shining light that they had. They got no goal threat? Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think the bottom three is weak enough where you could lose every single one of your games remaining in the season. Sorry. United could lose every single one of their games remaining in the season and they still won't get relegated. So, I think that threat's gone. But I think they now have to, address deeper problems with the club more than just, it's the manager, it's this, it's that. It seems to be systemic at this point. You get in goal, how Nana gets to play another minute is crazy. Dorgo's overlapping like crazy, and Garnacho not once tried to find him. Is Garnacho just, like, not performed this season at all? Or is that just, like, United as a whole? Because I remember watching him last year, and he genuinely felt quality for large chunks. Obviously, he's still developing as a player, still super young, but... It was like everyone's losing all promise. Durga looks like an engine. It'll be really I might hit finally, but needs a good left wing. He's got a huge ego. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I could see that. I think United needs to start getting to the point, though, where... Does United have a sporting director? If not, they need to get a sporting director and kind of try to come up with some sort of... Not club formation, but have some sort of buying pattern rather than leave it up to the coach, the manager, and then sack them. And then have to have their players play whatever the new manager wants, even though they don't fit. And they don't perform, so they're less valuable than they once were. Then they leave and they start balling out elsewhere. And then you have to overspend to get someone to play either out of position or out of formation. And then finally, by the time you start playing a formation in a system that fits them, manager's gone again. Like at this point, just clean house and start over. Keep Ahmad, Dorgu, Mainu. Pinnock, let's go. Another promo card. Yeah, heck, I'll run a shift. They need me at center back. And left back cover. You can play out of the back. I mean, Mumbo and Maguire quite literally might be the best center back pairing to ever exist. I say we run it. The balls that I'd play to Ahmad, though, would be crazy. My balls would be all over Ahmad. 100% pause. Mumbo was a center back in his day. Center back who could play left back, free kick specialist, aka Roberto Carlos. Aerial threat. Really good acceleration. Good physical. Good dribbling. Shooting, if I was in the box, horrible. If I'm outside the box, long shots went crazy. Americans haven't ever produced a good center back, to be fair. I mean, quite literally, the same team that you're talking about how good Robinson is at left back, you had an American playing in the Prem for the past, like, 20 years. That never looked out of place once. That just finally left after becoming a club legend. Don't you dare disrespect Tim Marine, buddy. Who? Yeah, good one. You just don't know ball. That's all right. You have zero football knowledge if you don't know who Tim Marine is. Oh, don't even talk about Lawless. He's such a fraud. They removed him because he wasn't like an actual icon. He was more of a... I think they just like made a deal with him before they really made too many icon deals with people. Then when they actually got the good people icon deals, he no longer was getting one. All right. Gotta finish this icon off. Now we have the Team of the Weeks. Dan's back yet? Who is Dan's? You're opening the icon pack in honor of 100 Rupee Man? Good luck, bud. Don't disrespect your new player, bro. He's not even our player, bro. He hasn't even came to Sunderland yet. He's in the Liverpool injury room. Yeah, he's not coming to Sunderland for, I think, a few more weeks. Technically is. I mean, technically he's like 4th string too, so you can say technically. Doesn't really mean too much. And not even could have went to a better club on loan for his development. He could have literally been put somewhere if he was not injured. The issue is he's injured, so he can't play. So, end of the window signing, he wasn't playing for Liverpool, so they refused to put him up for development earlier in the year, so he got no experience. I don't know how much he's been playing for U21, but if he's been out injured, and now he's not playing for at least a few more weeks, by the time he gets a run of games and a team that already has 3 to 4 strikers ahead of him, he could have went to like a bottom of the half of the championship where they'd play him instantly. It just seemed like a last minute shout sort of situation, which I don't blame either club, right? It's better than nothing. If it's sit the bench at Liverpool, or not even the bench, sit the reserves at Liverpool, or have a chance to potentially play some games and come off the bench, train week in, week out with those people, I think it'll help them develop. All right, here we go. Eusebio Cold. Cold. The rich get richer. I accidentally skipped. That's why there's lack of reaction there. Sorry, boys. But he doesn't get into the team. He doesn't get in over Maradona. He doesn't get in over Cruyff. He doesn't get in over Team of the Year Mbappe. Yeah, kind of useless, man. You got Barnes and Schweinsteiger. Told you it's not worth it. He's definitely not 4th, bro. He's better than you think. No, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying theoretically, right now, the most he is for Sunderland is third. We have Isidore, who's one of the better strikers in the championship, who just got signed to a permanent deal from his loan. We got Maenda, who's right behind him. Then it would potentially be him. So we already play one striker. We have Maenda coming in off him anyways, most of the time, unless we have Maenda coming off the wing, which would probably be the case with him getting some game time off the bench. But like theoretically, he's not starting. And he's not a high priority. There's going to be very specific game-oriented stuff where he comes in for, and he'll be important to the team. But Sunderland is very much a development squad, raising people's value. There's no buy option. I don't see a world where Sunderland is going to play him over Isidore and then just give him back to Liverpool. Unless he has like an impact like Ahmad did, where he outright gets the position. Has Dan had any loans beforehand? Boom, boom. See, Jaden Dans, 19. No, this is his first loan. So the thing is, he's young enough where he has plenty of time. He doesn't need to be playing week in, week out at this age. Hey, actually, I had Liverpool fans wanting him to start over Nunez. There's also Liverpool fans who watched one game of Maenda and said they wanted Maenda over Nunez too. So, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm also saying it doesn't mean much. Like I said, I'm sure he's a great player. I'm sure he's going to be useful. But again, he probably has another 2-3 weeks, maybe 4, before we ever get to see him do anything for Sunderland. At that point, it's just going to be pushing kind of like that last shift before playoffs, which honestly is going to be the most important part. So, if anything, again, if you take automatic promotion kind of out of the picture, you kind of give it up at this point and just get ready for moving forward. I think that's a perfect spot to be in. Build up that depth, get people off injury. Gucci. And we got another promo card out of a gold upgrade. Was that Di Lorenzo? Opened so fast, I missed it. So you see, we're now, what, over 2 hours into the stream. We've gotten so many walkouts from not only the player picks, the gold upgrades, and we have yet to touch the grassroots from today. Another walkout from a gold upgrade. So people complaining that they don't think this grind will get them walkouts, you would be incorrect. Just got to keep spamming. Scored over 700 goals on the school field from the years of 2007 to 2015. You kept track? Like recess goals? Dude, I'm getting so many cards this promo now. This is kind of wild. Their walkout. All right, by the way, how many bronzes do we have? Just kind of get an idea. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3 more days, right? Still got well over 1,000, so we're doing good with bronzes. Boom, 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 boom. Who's the best icon you can get in the icon player pick? Hey, I'm on. Is it worth it to, even if it's an 89 squad, potentially just go for it? Because, like, is anyone better than 93 Cruyff? Could we get, like, an R9 maybe? We've done 82 so far. Yeah, I think we'll have, over 500 of these. All said and done. That's so good. Fabio Pillow was going to put me in the England squad over Theo Walcott. Nice. All right, I think we're banned again. All right, sick. Hey, Mumbo, how do I bypass the soft ban? You don't really. You just wait it out and you go to the other things. So if it happened on Pale Tools on the web app, go to PS4. If it happens on PS4, go to PS5. Boom, 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 boom. Double walkout. But Mumbo, these player picks don't have any walkouts. You're wrong. They're everywhere. Four. $382. $282. All right, so now we got to we should probably do some, honestly. Good way to get rid of 82s and 83s and get to the weeks that we're low on. 2 league player picks. Seven. Move to the week. Need 2 more. Got an inform out of a bronze pack, literally so rare. We've packed them twice already. Not trying to brag. Or 3 times. 2 tradable, 1's untradable. Alright, dudes. I think we're going to off-stream spam some BPM, get a full transfer list, get our club situated again. Still got a ton of the grassroots to open up. We'll save those for later this week. Yeah, the grind's crazy, man. It's the player pick's not exactly what people are looking for with the amount of rares, but I'm telling you, it's still worth it, and the gold upgrades are probably even more worth it. So I still think most people, if they want easy coins, you can interpret League SBCs to be a part of the grind. But even without them, I think you can get a crap ton of fodder and do whatever you want. But take it easy. God bless. Are you keeping any managers? France, Brazil? We're keeping one of each. Quick selling everything.